Goalkeepers nervous, strikers they'll deliver. Crowd roars erupted, you can feel the quake. 80,000 voices.
It's here, Nigerian football fans. The Unity Cup. Ghana taking on Nigeria, and Nigeria also taking on the winner of Jamaica and Trinidad and Tobago. It's official right now because on the X handle of the Nigerian Football Federation, the fixtures have been put out. You've had an official announcement of these games. So the first game, I think, will be on the 28th of May. That will be Nigeria taking on Nigerian Super Eagles, taking on the Black Stars of Ghana. And on the 31st of May, Nigeria would also be taking on the winner of the Jamaica and Trinidad and Tobago fixtures. So for me, exciting set of fixtures. I think that's something that everyone would like to see. I know you have the World Cup qualifiers just around the corner, and we're all excited. We all are a bit anxious as well to qualify for the World Cup, especially going into the game, versus Rwanda at home, and going into the game, versus South Africa away, because South Africa obviously are the major rivals of Nigeria in terms of for qualification for the World Cup from that group. But today's video, we're talking about the Unity Cup. So nice that it's finally official, because sometimes you hear news like this, or this fixture will happen, this friendly match will happen, and then it doesn't come to fruition. But finally, it's here. So exciting time. So for me, I want to ask you, what do you think about this game? Is it something you want to see? What do you think should play? What do you think should make the starting lineup, at least make the team, for this sort of Unity Cup, for this tournament, or friendly matches, if you want to call them that. Some people are saying it's just a glorified friendly game, but nonetheless, it's a fixture you have to win, especially when you're playing against Ghana. You know that's a serious rivalry. Although for me, Nigeria has a way better team, but Ghana have been flying high in their own World Cup qualifying group, and Nigeria needs to peg their wings by smashing them real good. Of course, the game is going to take place in London. And for me, I have a different perspective with respect to this game. I have a different angle I want to look at things from. Obviously, you have the rivalry. You want to win Ghana. Anytime you come against Ghana, you want to make sure, you get a result against them. And of course, you're going on to play Jamaica, and you want to be able to, defeat Jamaica. Now, for me, I think this is a nice set of fixtures for Eric Chill to prep his team up. Try some new tactics, try some new players. By new players, I mean players who have not been in the team, since he took over. And speaking about new players being in the team, I think this presents a very nice opportunity, a veritable opportunity for the likes of Nwaneri to get game time. I think, of course, the NFF will be, and the NFF contingent will be in London. You also have, of course, the chairman of the Nigerian Football Federation will also be in London for it, as you expect. Eric Chill obviously has to be in London because the Nigerian Super Eagles will be there. The National Sports Commission, Nigeria, I think they will have their own representatives there for that friendly game, as you would expect, whether you like it or not. But that's just how it's going to be. There's no drawing away from it. So I think this would be a fine opportunity if you can get a commitment to get like Nwaneri to play for the Nigerian Super Eagles. These games could be that fine game where you get him to play in London, play in the places he's comfortable in, and then you use that to try him out and see how he fits into the team. Although for me, I already see him as a 10 in a chill setup overall. So I think the NFF should use this period to begin to work on, Nwaneri, trying to convince him to switch to play for, the Nigerian Super Eagles. So that's one play as well. But apart from Nwaneri, you have to look at other players like Uche Santos. Uche Santos, he made that initial 39-man list going into the World Cup qualifiers, but unfortunately, in my opinion, he didn't make the final 23-man cut. Because two things about that. First off, why do you have to make the squad that small, 23 as opposed to 26? And then, even more importantly, why would you even leave Uche Santos out of your team and go for an Al-Hassan Yusuf instead? So for me, those are two questions that I think the NFF have to answer. And also, I think, and I hope that they've learned their lesson and they've realized who the better player is in terms of between Al-Hassan Yusuf and Uche Santos, and they'll use their brains and go for the right candidates, for the right players rather. So going into this tournament, I want the Super Eagles to take this game really seriously as a foundation to build, themselves up heading into the World Cup qualifiers. And Ghanaians, as usual, they've gone on a tangent. Some people are mocking the Super Eagles to say, you know, they shouldn't be playing Ghana, that Ghana should be playing the likes of Brazil, Argentina, because Nigeria is busy struggling to qualify for, the World Cup, while Ghana are more or less assured to be, in the World Cup final. So for me, we need to, the Nigerian Super Eagles, Nigerians, the football players, Victor Osimhen, Victor Boniface, Ademola Lookman, Just Ekong, should use an opportunity to wipe that smirk off the faces of Ghanaian fans, because they've been way too, I wouldn't say arrogant, they've just been blabbing and flapping their gums too much. But that's football. When your team is winning, when your team is on top, you've earned the bragging rights to talk about the opposition team with respect. With respect, though, in my opinion, you can criticize them, make fun of the team, because you are winning. That's one of the joys of supporting a team. That's one of the joys you get from football. So, what do you think about this tournament, or rather, these friendly games? Some may say it's a glorified friendly match, a glorified friendly matches. What do you think about this? So, for me, one thing I want to say, although I've said it in this video already, it's a game that the Super Eagles should take seriously. It's a game that Eric Chill should be able to use to tweak his team, try out some new tactics, try out some new players, i.e. Nwaneri and the likes, in that regard. But also, this is a game that you use to build your confidence going into the World Cup qualifying games. Obviously, if you win these games, doesn't mean suddenly automatically you must and definitely win the World Cup qualifying games, but it will do a lot for the confidence of the Super Eagles to win this game. And then as well, there's one thing I want to talk about this Unity Cup. I think there's something a bit odd and strange about the way the fixtures are planned out or lined up. For me, I feel an opportunity has been missed, because I think there's an opportunity for more games to be played, because I would have loved to see maybe Nigeria take on a Jamaica, and then after that take on a Ghana, and then after that take on a Trinidad and Tobago, so you have like 3 games you played under your belt. But maybe it's a thing of logistics, maybe it's a thing where you're trying to manage the game time of the players going into the World Cup qualifying games, which you would admit is far more important than these so that say Unity Cup or tournament. But Unity Cup is here in a couple of months, I think, because it's May 28th of May, Nigeria takes on Ghana, and then 31st of May, Nigeria takes on the winner of Jamaica and Trinidad and Tobago fixtures. So, what your thoughts about that, let me know in the comments. Please subscribe to the channel, like this video, and share it as well to people you feel love this sort of content. So at this point, I've come to the end of this video. I'd like to say, do have a splendid rest of your day. Stay well and stay blessed. Bye-bye.